Well, guys, Merry Christmas from snowy Ohio. I think we were only supposed to get like maybe 2 to 3 inches. I think we got 7 last night. So it's nice to finally have a white Christmas for the first time in quite a while. I mean, hell, I'm 40 years old and I think I've only seen it maybe 12 times in my life. So it's kind of cool. Anyhow, one of the products that I've been waiting on since I guess the 1st of November, or 1st of December when I ordered it, finally came in on Christmas Eve, yesterday afternoon. Zingari Man the Watchman. So we're going to give this stuff a try. Never used their products before, so why not today? I obviously don't have any basis for comparison as far as any of their bases go, so that way you're just kind of hearing my little thoughts about how it is. I'm going to be shaving with the vintage Joseph Allen & Sons. I don't know if you can see that. It's an old medium hollow ground. It's from the 1870's. There's a hell of a lot of wear on this spine, so I don't know that it's going to be honed too many more times, so if at all. So it may be nearing the end of its service, if you will. So at any rate, I'm going to... Oh wait, yeah, we also got the matching splash. So at any rate, I'm going to wet the face and get started. I'm going to use the cube. This spot right here on my lip here is still healing, so I'm going to give that another day or two before I even bother trying to shave that. So we're just going to trim up the married Amishman part of the face, if you will. For those of you who don't live near Amish country or know anything about the Amish culture, the ones with the beards are the married people, so, married guys. I mean, there are quite a few facial hair on Amish women too. So it's usually much older ones, but at any rate, since I've obviously never used Zingari Man before, I don't know what to expect as far as performance. I know a lot of people say it's good soap, so I mean, I'm gonna take the word of the masses, but having the weak Nancy boy skin, obviously, I do anything I can to make sure that I keep the inflammation and irritation down, and this stuff is probably the best way to go for me. So, and then for those of you who watched the last few videos, we're going to the crappy Viking Revolution brush. That's what's activating the pre-shave, which should in turn help boost the lather. This thing's losing hairs left and right. It's lost hair since the day I got the thing. So if any of you are thinking of getting any of their products, they do have a nice unscented balm, post-shave balm that works nicely, but their brushes don't. You'd be better off, you get less scratching using a brand new Omega Boar brush that isn't broke in than you would this thing. This thing is brutally scratchy. So, I mean, I'm just painting this stuff. I'm not trying to scrub with it. But, yeah, I would not use a little more water just so that the soap base then has something to work off of. And I've already lathered this stuff in the bowl, so we cut that part of the loading time out. So put the Viking brush there. We got the haircut and shave brush. So this stuff seems like it's going on pretty nice. Hopefully I didn't under or over hydrate it. I might give it one quick spray with the spray bottle. I guess we'll find out with this razor. It's obviously gonna, I mean, I strop it all the time. Anytime I'm stropping one razor, I usually just take them all up there, and it's kind of like a little holiday for me. This stuff is labeled as a dark aquatic. Now, I don't have any other aquatic scents, so like I said, no basis for comparison, but off the tub, and now I get this hint of grape bubblegum. So being a an old sailor. The dark seas and stormy air, and dark seas really intrigued me. And my whole family's kind of, well, at least my wife, kids, and I are real big on going up to New England and, you know, Maine, Massachusetts, the lighthouses, the whole bit. And I kind of got that vibe, if you will, out of it. But, well, I was hoping that was what it would be. I'm not disappointed in the scent at all. You know, I guess maybe some of the briny stuff might start coming through later. I don't know. I'm gonna just wet this just a little bit. I'd almost rather it be slightly overhydrated than under. That should do it. So, I hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas. It was a pretty good one for my kiddos. So, I mean, obviously that's what Christmas is all about once you become a parent. You know, it stops being any bit about you and all about your children. So, like I said, I mean, I ordered this stuff as a birthday present to myself because I had a little extra scratch at the end of last month. And it turns out it became a Christmas present for me. I mean, I didn't open it for Christmas, but, you know, Merry Christmas, John. One thing I forgot was the Allen block, and I definitely got some slippery digits. There we go. Okay, so, like I said, this old girl might be nearing her end of service, so we'll see how this goes. And she's still cutting and not dragging, so that's always an upside. Got some hairs that grow in a funky direction right there, and it either always causes some irritation or, like what happened there, a little nick. So, I don't know. If I wasn't cutting myself, you'd think I wasn't shaving. Alright, so, no. There. And this thing I've been fighting for a while, and I got one lateral cut over here that I've been dealing with for probably a week now. I mean, it's just a matter, you know what, just shave. You know, this thing is so old and probably been sharpened so many times, I don't know if it's a ½ inch anymore. So, we'll, I might have to measure that sometime here soon. I'm probably going to have to get out the styptic to stop that. But, for now, let's wipe the blade off, let's switch sides, and keep going. It looks like it's a little underhydrated because you can see it kind of dry cracking right down there. So maybe it was just that spot I didn't get well enough, who knows. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not using any Zingari soaps before. Didn't know how much water this stuff can take. Obviously it can take some more because otherwise I probably wouldn't be running into this here. So in between passes I'll throw the spray bottle on in the bowl, give it a little more love. I got one spot back here. Okay, not a bad first pass. I'll put you guys on hold. I'll be right back after I get lathered up for pass number 2. Hang tight. Okay, we're back. Just about finished lathering up. I got those 2 spots hopefully contained as far as the the bleeding went. You know, I'll say this, after, you know, having COVID and coming off it, finally coming off the prednisone treatment, I'm not shaking near as much. So, obviously I got a little more of a steady hand, but it's kind of a hard crash sometimes coming off that stuff, because while you're on it, you're just eating about everything in sight, and you almost convinced your mind that you can keep eating that way, and I'm wearing the evidence. So, got to slow down a bit on that. So, obviously this stuff's going on a little thinner. I might have hit it with one too many squirts. We'll see. We're good. Good enough for government work anyway, so as long as the razor glides across it, who cares? And I don't know, we'll see how things go with the chin on this, with this razor. I don't know. I've had some decent luck with this razor, and then some days she can just be evil. So we'll see how things go. I may end up just going to the DE over the chin just to keep matters on the safe side, but we'll see. So, pass number 2 going against the grain. Jawline is always such a pain in the ass. Not too shabby, so did all of you have a good Christmas, I hope? For those of you who were able to get new shaving toys, hopefully you got everything you were after. My younger brother had me in the family gift exchange, and I had asked for some vintage shaving brushes and an old spice mug, if he could find one. And my dad's girlfriend said she looked all over, went to a whole bunch of antique stores, couldn't find one. I didn't even ask my brother where he found it, but it was definitely an old school one. The shave brushes, I was going to talk to a friend about restoring, you know, one or two of them if they're salvageable. These things are old, like older than the hills. Some made rights, forget what other ones. I mean, I think, well, you got something like this. An old school bore brush. This one's the made right. And then this one here is probably in the best shape, although there's a lot of wet sanding to be done with this one. But you know, I wouldn't mind being able to recondition the handles. I could give two shits about, you know, swapping out the brushes with something a little more current, as long as it's some sort of brush that's got some flow through to it. I wouldn't want an old restored vintage brush with some high density knot that won't hold anything. One nice thing about this being a thinner blade is it's very maneuverable, and you know, I can hold it just about any which way I need to. So today, thus far, she's been pretty good. So getting better with the right hand. Still a work in progress, but much better than earlier on doing this. So, alright, not bad for pass number 2. Give me just a minute to rinse off and lather back up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for fear of getting timed out, we're back. I always tell you guys I'll be lathered up and when you guys return, and I'm a liar. So, my apologies, but we're just about there. So, plus pass number 3 across the grain always seems to be more of a cleanup work anyway. So, it's not like I need to be near as meticulous with this one as the other two. Although, definitely looks like the last spray I put on here was probably the one that broke this stuff. So, note to self, it's not quite A&E as far as the amount of water that you can feed to it before you completely thin it out. But like I said, I'd rather it be thin and on the watery side than thick and on the dry side. So, play it, see if we get any more out of that. I'll just dig what's left out of the bowl and dab it on, and we're ready to rock and roll. Good enough. Maybe tomorrow I'll worry about the mustache. Not today. Alright, so start with the right ear, or well, right hand, left ear. Yeah, without hearing much feedback, I can tell I got it pretty well in the other two passes, and kind of the same right down in here. I mean, you always hear a little bit on the jawline, and I never get that perfect, but then again, I'm still number one new to this, but be human. So yeah, this stuff was definitely a little overworked, because now I'm gonna have to worry about cleaning out right near the pin, because this stuff was pretty runny. I'll say this though, I got plenty of residual slickness, so the soap is doing a good job of taking care of my Nancy boy skin. So spot under here that was going yesterday too. I mean, I didn't record yesterday, but I mean, it was a decent shave, but was kind of in a hurry getting out yesterday morning. Had to get some last minute stuff for, like I said, our family gift exchange I was talking about earlier, as well as some stuff that we had planned on getting for our kiddos. You know, some of the last minute type stuff that you always seem to forget every Christmas. So it was a busy day from about 6 a.m. till about, I don't know, 2 a.m. 6 a.m. on the 24th to 2 a.m. this morning. So all I gotta get is this shit right back here, which, you know, where all the bad bump irritation crap has lived for damn near since I started shaving. Alright, not bad at all. So I'm going to wipe down the blade and rinse up real quick, and I'll be back for the post shave. Alright, so just getting a shot of cold water real quick. Pat the face dry. You know, I almost think I should have rolled the dice on the mustache. You know, you got this spot here. This thing didn't open up and bleed for the first time in forever, but yet these little nicks or zits, whatever the hell they are, always seem to find a way to bleed like a stuck pig. So you know, maybe I'm incidentally or intentionally being more careful here and not remembering where these guys live once this lather's on. I don't know, but at any rate, it was a good shave, very comfortable. I mean, would I recommend Zingari products? Yeah, I mean, it was a very comfortable shave, good residual slickness. I mean, post-shave feel is, you know, good. Better than average, obviously. I mean, you can probably think of two that I would say had a better post-shave feel, but, I mean, at 5 ounces, this stuff here is more than worth the money, especially if you can catch it on a special. So, I mean, I ended up getting lucky. I got this on the 20% off sale through the razor company. So, it was part of their Black Friday stuff. So, and I always hit the unscented balm. I was already outside and got the driveway shoveled, but we're supposed to get more snow, so if I have to go back outside It's always nice to have one more layer of moisture to protect your skin from the elements. So, and then we will go to the Zingari Watchman Recovery Splash. I believe this stuff is alcohol free, so I don't know that you're going to get much of a burn from it. Like I said, you're going to have a lot more people that are doing reviews of this product. You guys are just kind of along for the ride with me. I'm far from being an expert on any of this, so yeah, no burn. Now you get more of a briny scent out of this, and like I mean, I've vacationed up to New England and been, you know, right along the coast where all of these lighthouses tend to live, and I mean, I do get a salty, earthy scent from this, from the balm or recovery splash, whatever you want to call it. But it's a pleasant scent. Do I think it smells like being out at the ocean? Not quite, but like I said, it's very pleasant, and I mean, I really enjoy it. It's not going anywhere. It'll stay here. So anyway, guys, get back to your families. Have a Merry Christmas. It's been great sharing this whole journey with you guys, and like I said, have a Merry Christmas. Spend it with your loved ones, and don't take any day for granted. Keep your shaves clean, guys, and keep them wet. Later, guys.